Hello and welcome back to Rare Intuitive Gems. Before I get started, I'm going to do a really quick prayer. God, angels, ancestors, and guides, please guide me to the collective's energy, only helping me guide them for their highest good and their highest good only. Remove my energy and allow me to be the Pierce channel for the white light. Archangel Michael, come in and protect me as I channel these messages. Archangel Raphael, protect the hearts of all involved. Archangel Metatron, give me as well as the collective clarity. Ashe. So I have some channel messages, so let's get into them. These channel messages were written on the 28th. So okay, God, where you want me to start? So I have a lot. And okay, so I was about to say one thing don't seem like it go with the other, but we'll place the energies where they may. So let's get started. So I saw the number 9922, and that means and I kept getting that someone thought that they could make you look bad. Then I also saw the number 949, and when I saw that number, I got that there's someone that's having a realization that you were the best thing on earth to them. There's a lifestyle. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. You were the best thing on earth. Okay, then I saw the number 77, and it's their lifestyle realization. So they're realizing that there's something that's going on, or they have gotten to a place of complacency or used to. They built up a normacy around this. But God in the spiritual realm is showing them their views are biased. Also, there is whoever this person was that was trying to make you look bad, they're acknowledging, they're seeing that you have. Okay, so I'm hearing all parties. So hold on, you guys. So all parties involved in this are starting to find the love in every situation. They're seeing the divine connection of like why this meeting happened or why this occurrence happened. Why did they see you or have to make a decision of making you look bad? There's some type of like hitman shooter that's involved in this connection. The colors blue and white. The age is 28 or 35 or through 35. Boston, New England, they're all significant. Also, there's a fast progression that's happening. So 5, 5, 6, 7. There's a good old boy. There's a good old boy or some good old boys that are sending someone round and round, like giving them the runaround about a situation or about the know-how. The know-how or their knowledge of a situation. There's a meeting that's happening in a mansion. There was a shooting in 2008, a gas station shooting in 2008. or there is going to be, I'm seeing a street address, and the address is 2008. Okay. So I had a dream on this night, and the dream was a man that was fair skinned that passed away. Uh, so it started off with me, and I was the one that was dying, and then I transformed into an older man. And when I woke up, I was asking for clarity, and I got that the old version of you is dying. I kept seeing, when I first woke up and I was asking for clarity, I kept seeing the number 963. So 369 is Tesla's law. So that backwards means that you can now focus on your manifestations that you desire. So 369 means that your manifestations are coming to fruition. 963 means now you can focus on those manifestations that you want to come to fruition. Also, the name Rich, or not the name, you may be gaining some type of wealth financially as this old version of you dies off. But the names Richard, Rick, Hutchins are all significant. Also, I kept seeing lions, which made me think of Leo. So let's see. Okay, wait a minute. Also, last but not least, the song He's Mine by Brandy, I kept seeing the number 368, which means remain truthful at all costs, or begin to be emotionally tied to another. All right. So those are all significant for someone. Place those energies where they may. And let's get it started in here. Okay, anything else? I want to tell everybody, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Your time and donations, comments. I truly appreciate them. Okay. Manifest. You've been in a self-discovery mode, focusing on the attributes of yourself and how and what has been heavy on you. It's like you've been fighting the storms that either you've been creating or have been created for you. And through your patience of this vibration alignment, you have gotten to a place of being able to manifest things. All things have been now coming together. Because of your third chakra. Your third chakra your third chakra has opened up. But it's because you've moved on. You've walked away. Significance around, or you're moving physically. You got three cards that are out here about emotion, about moving. Okay, so that was, I said emotional. So emotionally, you could be moving on from something. I was about to say significance around possibly the beach or water, but that's emotion. So I understand why they said they let me slip that emotions out. You're moving from anything that has had your heart in a any person or situation where your heart has been encapsulated with storms or chaos, wherever there has been some type of ties to your emotions or ties to between you, traumatized between you and another person, and now you're going to get into a place of going with the flow. Your solar plexus has been disconnected for a long time, and I'm getting, because of this detachment, you couldn't, it was hard for you to gain clarity about like what you believed or what you needed. And now that speaks about why you were experiencing or creating so much chaos and storms. It was because of something emotional that you needed to like detach from. I'm seeing something fall off of someone's wayside. Like, you know how sometimes people have things on their belt, connected to their belt? I'm seeing just things falling. So I'm seeing it like a man with a tool bag, and I'm seeing these just different items just falling. So the tools that you've once had, you're starting to learn something new. You don't have to detach. I'm hearing that song again. When I first started uh talking, I kept hearing it rain down on me. So there's someone's love that, or the love from the divine, your spirit guides, self-love that had, and self-acceptance that has opened you up to see where you were impatient, when you were not being compassionate with yourself and others. And there's now a calmness that is becoming the service of who you are. Alrighty. You've opened yourself up to love. But I'm getting like you had to get to a place of discovering things about yourself and loving yourself. Yeah. Laughing at your demons. It's like you've gotten to a place of correcting your mistakes, laughing at yourself and being patient during the time of you doing this self-discovery. Okay. Yeah, you're forgiving and forgetting things. I'm getting, you're getting to a place of claiming what has happened in the past, things that created you to be who you are as the art of your true essence. But your patience has been very significant during this time. You took the time to sit and imagine whatever the solutions were. Like, what is it that I want? What is it that I can have? How can I have this? What steps do I need to take? What steps have I taken in the past that didn't work? I'm hearing, what other options do I have? Something about blood. So this could be like family, or this could be family that forced you into this realization, or your passions just bleed through. And so that could have been your issue, where you were creating, your passions showed up as aggression. And you had to get to a place. And so that looked on the outside where it's like chaos. But there is an ending. There's a sacred ending that's happening. But I'm getting a place of someone realizing, doing some type of self-discovery. I'm seeing someone looking in a book, just a thick book. And I'm seeing them like having to turn the page. Like, this is a book that's thick in size, an older book. It's kind of heavy. It's one of those things now that people use for like decoration, tabletop, things. But it's big. It's really thick. And I'm seeing someone just looking through it. Someone is having the patience with themselves to look at what got me here. What made me who I was? Like, they're looking in the chapters of themselves. Starting to be patient with themselves. Like, you know what? I did this because of X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I did this. Like, they're starting to, they're starting to see the underlying order of like what has happened. And I'm getting this, like, in themselves, the connections in their lives. So I'm seeing someone that is, so I'm seeing two different scenarios. I'm seeing someone that is sitting in the corner crying. This is a little boy. I'm seeing this little boy. I'm seeing him sitting in the corner crying. And then now I'm seeing him. Now I'm seeing, and I mean in fetal position, like sitting up with his knees up, just holding himself. And then I'm seeing them going into the world, and I'm seeing like a lot of aggression. And I'm seeing that I'm seeing a female going through the same thing, but vice versa. So I'm seeing a little girl angry. I'm seeing her just knocking stuff down in the store. I'm seeing her rolling her eyes. I'm seeing just like a lot from this little girl. But then I'm seeing her get older. And I'm seeing her like boxing. I'm seeing her like kick on a bag. I'm seeing her fighting on a bag. And then I'm also seeing her dealing with people. And I'm seeing it being very aggressive. And I'm seeing her going to her car and crying. And I'm seeing this masculine going back to a room and just getting in a bed and crying. I'm seeing him now getting in the shower and crying. So it's like two dynamics, people. But I'm seeing that these people are, as they're going along, they're making these connections of why this had to happen. What happened for this to be made me? Like what was that first day that they were sitting up and they were crying? What was the disappointment? What did they disconnect with? What was the detachment from their true self? When did they start getting angry instead of, I'm seeing like an embracement. So when did they stop embracing themselves? I'm hearing, when did life start throwing them way too many disappointments? I'm hearing God say, it was never my intention to disappoint. It was only my intention to grow. Okay, so I'm hearing you will never water your plants in damaged soil. So you're not damaged. Regardless of what has happened, no matter how you present in the world to protect yourself, I'm getting that God is letting you know that I would never water or plant seeds. I'm hearing my seeds in damaged soil. There is an ending. Someone is realizing the sacredness and they're within themselves, and they are starting to cherish just that. Finding a balance has been a renewal in this person's soul, mind, and body. Also, you could have clear audience where you need to be noticing you notice what you're being guided or told in your mind and from other people. Like, you connect the dots of, you were over here and somebody, you had a conversation and trucks were mentioned. And then you go over here and you acknowledge that trucks were mentioned. But in your prayer last night, you were like, okay, God, I need a new vehicle. I need your guidance. And then you realize that all of these connections is them telling you, your ancestors telling you what you need to be buying. Like, that's what. So this is you noticing. And if you're not connecting the dots in that way, that was divine letting you know how they work and how they need you to acknowledge not just the loving guidance that they show you in your mind, but appreciate and take note of the guidance that is given to you by others. Alrighty, I'm hearing that song again. Rain down on me, let your love drops rain on me, just rain down on me. I don't know who sings that song. I want to say Monica, but maybe not. But the Spirit wants you to know that the lessons that you've learned, the turbulence that you've experienced, it was a lesson. It was you being in school. I'm hearing inducted. This movement was fated for you to experience and feel, as well as give and allow other people to experience unconditional love. You could have been a child that you never experienced love. Like, no matter what other people were doing, you didn't experience love. And it could have been because you had a lot of, or your parents had a lot of wolf in sheep's clothing. I just saw a vision of when I was a little girl. Okay, when I was a little girl, I used to have these dreams. Whenever my mom was around people that she couldn't trust, and even to this day, I'm still like that. But I used to have these dreams of people being clowns, like people that she was close to. Like, I had the biggest fear of clowns, but the reason why was because God was showing me the people around her that were clowns, and that's what I'm getting, that were foolishly trying to destroy her. I'm getting that there is an energy of you seeing those people as clowns, or as, I'm hearing misfit. So it's like you feeling as if you're a misfit because of all the clowns or the chaos or the circus that's going on around you. I have a read that's called The Circus is Behind You, as well as At All Cost. Those reads are significant. You've gotten to a place of abundance, and this was you pouring into yourself, you acknowledging and growing. Water by Maid is what I just heard. Made by water. But I'm seeing like the word made, and I'm seeing it MAID. Maybe the ocean is significant. Beach is significant. Seashells. Maybe this is somewhere you live close to, or maybe this is something you need to move closer to. But I'm seeing a very prosperous energy. It's like your focus is on, I'm hearing the rivers and lakes you're used to. Now, they're putting big emphasis on now. What you're used to now. What you've been growing. And how you've been growing. I'm hearing everybody's not called for you. Everybody's not called for you. Every surrounding is not called for you. It's like you have a high priestess type of energy where you attract. And your experiences, your divine knowledge should remind, your wisdom is needed to be like for safekeeping. And you need to understand that with expansion doesn't mean exploiting your experiences. And what I mean by that is like manipulation energy, creating chaos, doing it and saying, or just staying in chaos just so you can, or not making a decision just so you can just benefit from the environment. You've gotten to a place of not doing that. If this is something that you used to do, some people at times, I've noticed that we are so caught up or so used to living in survival mode, doing things a certain way because we seen our mothers and fathers doing it, as well as just creating our own chaos because that's what we're used to, and because the comes is scary. The peace is unknown because we've never experienced it. And so it's hard for us to like pinpoint that some of this is our doing. This is not just the environment or the people around me. Everybody ain't clowns. Like, I went to the circus. I went there. I can leave the circus when I want to. I can make decisions for me to remove myself and move on, realizing the movement in which you are. And so I'm picking up that you're starting to expand your mind for you to have that fulfillment, for you to have, and you're gaining faith in the spirit realm where you're like, pour into me as you may. Alrighty. I'm hearing that song again. Rain down on me. Okay, so I want to... Okay. Alright. After these affirmations, I'm going to let you go. Affirmations. I'm hearing that you got what other people don't have. So other people could have been telling you that you don't do that. That's not okay. No, you could never do this. But you can, and you have everything that they are. And I'm getting like a projection energy where they're afraid too. So they're saying you can't only because they're afraid to. Okay, I give myself permission to do what is right for me. I create a safe space, a safe and secure space for myself wherever I go, and I am blessed with an incredible family and wonderful friends. Appreciate what you got. If it's the circus, move around, move away. I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And until next time, namaste and blessings to you and yours.